Are you an independent author with an incredible story to share? Are you afraid your book will get lost in a sea of books? True Vine Publishing Company can help you stand out. We're not just a publishing service, we're your partner in success. We provide personalized marketing strategies and eye-catching covers that will captivate your audience. We will build your author platform and connect with your readers. We have helped countless authors achieve success, and we can help you too. Break free from the shadows, take control of your publishing journey, and make your mark. Visit TrueVinePublishing.com or call 615-44-BOOKS to schedule a consultation.
Hello, this is Timothy Bond with True Vine Publishing Company, and you're watching the next episode of The Right Change, where our guest today is Tequan Daly, author of There's Power in Pain and Poetry. Tequan, how you doing today, man?
I'm doing well. I'm blessed. I woke up. I had all my digits, all my toes. I could breathe. I could shower. I could brush my teeth, water, coffee. Everything's downhill from there. So I'm good.
You know, I appreciate that from you, and the people are going to appreciate that from you, because just hearing your story, I know that you don't say that lightly. I know that you say that with true intention and true experience. So I'm looking forward to this interview so people can learn about you, man. So I really appreciate you. First, I always like to say to my clients, I want to give you your roses, first of all, and thank you as well for giving me the opportunity to publish and work with you on this book. So I really want to thank you for that opportunity, man.
You are welcome, and I would like to thank you. There's power in thank you. One thing about it is power in everything, especially in words. So it's a power in saying thank you and gratitude. And just like we talk about waking up, I make it a habit to thank for everything, because when you are thankful and cognizant that things aren't even from you or your own power, and you're thankful for that, it continues to happen. So thank you, because it's out of Providence, period, that I ran into you, and I was able to find you as a publisher. And like we were talking on our journey creating this, what we're creating, I told you, man, this is great. Like, I think I called you one day.
Yeah.
I'm having a great experience with this, man. Yeah, because I had shopped around and had a couple of other options. And man, when it was just, he put it there, and it was the right timing, and I was prepared. See, you're always, your purpose is at the intersection of being your timing, and being prepared for the time. And it was right there. And I was, I was just happy to do it, and everything that came with what you were doing, and the fact that you don't churn and burn. You put your care aspect, thought into it, so it was just a creative extravaganza going on, and it's still going on. so
I appreciate it. I appreciate that, man. So let's start off, man, because I don't even want to jump right into the crux of your story. Let's start off and take the people on the journey, and tell people a little bit about your upbringing, where you come from, and where you were heading before we get to, where we were when we got to the book. Tell people a little bit about who you are.
Okay, well, I'm an 80s baby. I'm right here, born right here in Nashville, Tennessee. From the what's known as the Bordeaux area, actually at Haynes Park. So the Kings Lane, Bordeaux, Clarksville Highway, Bordeaux area, Harmon Park. That's my stomping ground where I grew up. Okay,
locals call it Bordeaux.
Bordeaux, straight from Bordeaux. I'm the youngest of of three kids. I had, my mom and my dad. My dad's from Pulaski. My mom's from St. Petersburg, Florida. How they met is a book in itself. I may write about that. Right. I was unveiled to that later on in life, which is interesting. And of course, his God is in that too. He's in everything. I grew up. I was young. I had two older brothers. When I say I mean I was thoroughly immersed in love in a God fearing household. Okay, my dad worked hard. My mom was a teacher. Both my older brothers, they went to Whites Creek High School. Actually, my middle brother was Mr. Basketball in '94. So people around this age, they know it's kind of a they know who some aspects of who the Dalys are. But that's our hometown, definitely. So they went to public school. By the time I'm way younger than them, so I'm way younger. So at that point, my dad went. I think we went from the level of what they say, but low income. Because I remember our peanut butter said peanut butter on it. This is why I'm just going to peanut butter said peanut butter, no brand.
Yeah,
it was white a peanut on it, and then I came in a box. It was like, and it was this cheese. So that's where we came from. By the time I got to about before middle school age, they reached another class level because my dad was working a production job. It was a catastrophic event that happened to one of my siblings that led us to move to where we moved out there. So I ended up going to Hunter's Lane. I moved to like the Madison area. By the time I went to I never went to my zone school in my life. And that's a big part of my personal upbringing. A lot of people are placed where they are and they're sectioned off to know who they know. I never went to my zone. I went to private school for first, second, third grade. Went to another school that wasn't my zone school. Then went to magnet schools. Went to MLK. Then I finally went to Hunters Lane where I graduated. I played football there. Thoroughly immersed in academics. I was a scholar athlete. The athletics and just scholarship was a big staple in my family. I went to Middle Tennessee State University in 2002, graduated in 2007. I graduated with 2 degrees and 2 minors in 5 years. I never went to summer school. And was the president of my organization for 3 years. We called it Bossless. I pledged my fraternity in 2004. Across the spring 04. This is my 20th year in my fraternity. See my 20 years gold shirt. Shout out to spring. But I worked, ran my organization. I was, I'm just enthused in whatever I do. I'm hands on in whatever I do, and I was pretty successful in whatever I did. And anything that had to do with philanthropy, giving back on a large scale, that's always been in my heart. I don't know why. And a personal tidbit for me, you don't pick what you like, you just like it. Mm-hmm. I've never picked anything that I like. Mm-hmm. It just did. I'm like, whoa, I like this. So I'd always like helping people. I like making people laugh. If they helped and made them feel better, I loved it. So on large scale, so my joining an organization, helping people on large scales. I mean, anywhere from kids to elderly to homeless. It's always been a part of it. I got out of school. I had a few jobs. My first corporate job was like for Verizon. I had a few things going on, but right at that point, around 2011, is when I went into a cycle of my life that I never thought I was going to get out of.
Okay. You come from a godly family, right?
Yep.
You are clearly an achieved person. I see this big ring on your finger. What is that? That don't look like a just something you bought at the pawn store. What's that ring?
That's actually a Masonic ring.
Okay.
Member of Lodge, Rock City Lodge 272, Prince Hall.
Okay, Prince Hall. I thought that was like a championship ring. Okay.
We have a couple of championships. Shout out to 1998 freshman city football championship, Hunters Lane Warriors. We got some rings on our belt.
Okay. So yeah, you're an accomplished person, educated person, and that takes us through 2000 and the first decade of 2000, and then you said 2011 things change. What happens and what changes this trajectory that you're headed on?
Well, it was a number of things going on. One thing that I was always involved in. Now, I've told y'all the things I was involved in. I'll just say it's always another side to the coin. Because like I said, I always love making people laugh. I always love people having fun. I always love people being hospitable. People around me feeling good, being good has always made me feel good. I've always been social, had a lot of people around me. With that being said, yeah, I used to be involved in a solicitation of chemicals that, so because I had that type of background and mentality in me from the environment that I was in, from what I knew how to succeed, and plus when I got to school, I was broke, man. Like, man, it was rough going to school. And man, I had certain things paid for, but I didn't have things paid for. I had a truck, I had different stuff, and I wanted things. So, I was the transport from Nashville for different things.
Okay. Hold on. Because I feel you. You're not endorsing this. You're not romanticizing it, but this is your true story. Right? This is your true story. So I want you to say it, man. I want you to say it.
And the only reason I'm a very open and honest and truthful person, as you can tell. I just don't, man, I know how it hurts some people like this close to me to even know part of me.
Yeah. But you know what I've learned though, man? So many people can be helped by our pains that we've overcome, right? Yeah. And so even though it does hurt some people to hear, right, it also frees the people who need to be freed to hear your story. Yeah. And that's the power of your book as well, is that people will be freed. So you were transporting you were transporting drugs. Now so were you selling or were you transporting?
Both, because I had to get them and transport. So man, Paul says, I don't boast in my infirmity.
You're not boasting. You're not boasting.
Look, all the weed and ecstasy at that time among the black population at Middle Tennessee State University was coming from me. So now I'm working in school, work a little bit in school, able to do everything, but now I'm meeting even more people. And then because I'm distributing, then the parties really kicked in. I was responsible for the social life of not only of the campus, because I'm in an organization. I'm going to other schools, inviting people to school. People do things. Man, I think X pills at that time in Murfreesboro cost like $45 to get, but I could go to Dodge City and get them for $3. So I used to Dodge City and give them $3, come up there and sell them for $25. You see what I mean? But I'm still Tequan. I'm a studious person. I'm doing this. Everybody know me. I'm still lit. I'm still, I smoke my weed, do my drugs, but I'm making straight A's. I'm doing it. You see what I mean? Yeah. And notice, I'm saying I'm a big guy. I indulge in whatever I do. So what does that tell me? I have an addictive personality.
Okay.
I'm big. I was 11 pounds. I wore a size 13 shoes since I was in 6th grade. I'm a big dude, but I eat. Whatever I like, I indulge in. I was fit. So you got to know, you got to addictive personality then. Whatever I'm doing, I like, because I could count on 10 days over that whole year span from when I started, 10 days where I didn't smoke. I like XP. I got on those. I'm selling them, distributing them, but I am Gucci Man in 05. I might be. Like, I'm geeked up like my friends will tell you, I'm on 8 of them. We going out to the SEL Awards for my music. You see what I mean? A person came into my life right when I got into a car accident. I got in a car accident, so I was on pain medication, and walking on pain medication around that time. And I was hosting company. But then I'm meeting different people that's coming over. Now I'm hosting different types of company that want different stuff. Now, these different type of people selling these different substances, cocaine, man, I'm thinking the money I'm making is crazy. I'm like, what I'm making is too slow. They having people spending $40, $60, $80, the same person 5 times in the same 2 hours. You see what I'm saying? So my hustling mind is, I'm like, man, heck yeah, this is the lit. Different demographic of people now.
Right.
Different world. But okay, I got indulged to that, boom, boom, boom. I'm like, man, I know a couple of spots because I'm from the hood. I know what stuff is, but I'm not knowing what comes out with this. Let's link it back to I indulge in everything that I do. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to try. I'm still thinking, okay, I know everything I do. I don't just do Miley. I know Miley was prescribed for psychiatric patients when they lay down and they ask them those questions for them to be open, honest, and talk. Because people on the experience about they just talking. And I love you, man. I love, and they for people to be intimate in marital counseling. See, that's a real. Anyway, so it's a real. I know what I'm indulging in. So I remember I'm selling it.
Hold on, real quick. So you're telling me that you intentionally indulge so that you could understand the experience
Of any and everything that I did.
Really? Okay.
I think that I think too much. Starlito, mental warfare. That's a quote. and I feel that because I'm halfway through a master's in mental health counseling. Even in my book, when I was in jail, and I said I gotta call home and call my advisor because I'm in school while I'm on probation, while I'm on the run. So I'm trying to three-way my advisor because I'm trying to still stay in school for mental health counseling. Wow. Because I know I have an addictive personality, so I want to understand my brain so I can help people. So the whole time this going on, this has been my whole mission because I know it's crazy, but I know. But I'm getting a situation where I'm in a spot. I'm actually trapping for 3 days. I'm running up so much money. I never believed it. I'm running so much money to the point I'm out north. I'm falling asleep, weighing up and just handing people stuff. Now I'm like, hold on. I ain't got nothing but a knife. And I'm in somebody else's territory. Like I'm waking up, but I'm like, hold on. Cocaine wakes you up because I need to survive. I need to get out of here. I'm like, hey man, give me that thing. Hey, I woke up. So it was one of I woke up. I was alert. Like
was
I'm alert.
That powder?
No, this was hard. I never. This is
rock cocaine.
Okay.
Wow.
This is cocaine. Okay. So I'm doing it for the scientific. Okay, cocaine is a stimulant. It keeps you up. I'm about to die because I'm in somebody else's territory. I don't know. I'm the new guy. I'm running up all the chick, taking up all the money. I need to get out soon, but I'm sleeping. I got a lot of money on me. Hey, dude, come here. Give me that thing. All right. Cool. Wake up, get home. The girl they even brought the dude to introduce it to me. She found out. I done found out one time. Now she took me on a whole nother experience because she's doing that while I'm doing my number one thing because of my esteem issues, which is entertaining with females, and she's doing what she do while I'm on that. That right there, that combination sent me on the 12-year journey that we on. That's what's crazy. Like you're unveiling a book that I'm gonna write called 12 Years a Slave to Addiction.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's funny how Satan plays with your ego because I'm indulging in it. It's new. I can afford it. Nobody knows. And now I'm losing weight. I'm looking good. Now everybody, oh, you look so good. I'm smoking crack, man. I'm looking good.
Wow. Yeah.
2 years now. You see what I'm saying? I'm smoking crack, but different things are declining. I'm losing different stuff. I'm kind of acting fun. My boys come over. We playing 2K. Next week, my boys come over. It ain't no TV. And that took over. That overrode my spirit. See, the whole battle with everything in life is to because we're evil. We're made in evil, but God wants us to choose spiritually and look through the spirit. We want our spirit to control our flesh and not our flesh control our spirit. That's the whole war. Mm-hmm. That's the whole war. Our decisions, are to be spiritually navigated and made, not carnally.
Right.
That's the whole thing. Yeah. So the whole time, all my fleshly things are being fed into. You see what I'm saying? I can no longer even see. I'm rooted in spirit, but I can't see that because I'm just seeing what the world is giving to me. I'm living this mystical world, this prodigal lifestyle in this land. Like I'm for real living it. I've lived so many stories that's in that Bible that I can relate to, and that book shows you. See, there's nothing new under the sun. Everything that God pushes through, even the bad things, He's gonna use it to even elevate you. That's the thorn in the flesh. I still got to fight that every day. But that's my thorn in the flesh because he's using it to promote me. To promote his kingdom agenda, man, and to help people. Addiction is a stronghold. It's a block that blocks you in, that blocks truth, which comes from God, from getting in. You think what you're trapped in, the world, you think that's the truth. So, and you're seeking all of your solace and relief from pain in whatever that is.
Our time is limited, but because your story is amazing, I like the reason you chose to do drugs. Like, you know, everybody has their different catalysts, the different situations that come about. You know, I used to wonder what would make somebody take crack because, you know, we in school you hear all the scary stuff, right?
Yeah.
And like to hear a scenario where you're like scientifically utilize this product for what I need, you know, my life. Like it.
Yeah. Because everything's here. Everything's here. Weed comes from the earth, right? But so does cocaine.
Right. But it's
evil chemistry they fused with its purpose, and it was made to destroy us.
Right.
But here.
Yeah. So this takes us into, you know, you're dealing with this addiction. You said for 12 years.
12 years, man.
How many times did you get arrested for it?
Guess what? I'll tell you what. In my whole life, as many drugs that I sold, you can look at my rep sheet, I do not have any drug charges. Wow. All my charges are robbery, assault. That's what I was in trouble for. Oh yeah, and a lot of started theft. That's what I was facing 30 years for. It was called larceny by fiduciary. But in the state of Georgia, larceny is one thing, but by fiduciary, since I was overpowered at the institution, it made it it took it from petty to out to 15 per count. I was facing 30 years.
Wow. Well, we don't want to get, because this is a three-part story. And this first one is the first book is There's Power in Pain and Poetry, Some of You. So talk to us about this book.
Okay, Some of You, it's the first in a three-part installment. Notice this trilogy is going to be in chronological order. It starts at one phase, and it gets to a point where when I'm incarcerated, I get extradited. I lose my girlfriend because she said she knew about all this stuff, but she said that she was going to rock with me. So when it happened, that totally changed. So that was hurtful. I'm in there. So Some of You is actually the first poem I wrote to someone while I was locked up. And that's a real poem. And each poem has the date that I wrote on it. That's what's cool. And I tell about what I was thinking, what even led to that poem. But Some of You is the first poem that I write. It's the letter to the girl that left me. And it ends at that part because I go through some stuff in jail. It ends at that first one. The next poem, you're going to get into poems because it's 33 poems total.
Okay. So why did you come up with this title? How'd you come up with this title, There's Power in Pain and Poetry?
Because it's true. It's truth. Power in pain. That's a fact. Because whenever you go through something, you get stronger. But I'm going to unveil how there's power in pain and in poetry too, because I'm going to show you how powerful those poems are, how they affect me, and how as an outlet, because if you go to any rehab, where I've been to several, I've failed in rehab. I am the relapser in rehab guy. So like, they tell you, hey, when you want to use, go do this or read a book. Write some poetry. It sounds crazy to the addict in there at that time, but when you really need it, it really helped me. So it's power in pain, it's power in choice, it's power in letting things out, inventing. The book itself, writing the book was my therapy to really relive. It hurt writing it, but once I got it out, it was therapy. So I recommend anybody that's going through anything to write what they did because God is putting you through it for a reason. You can help somebody else. And it helps you in turn. and we can do more of this.
The essence of your book is how you use poetry to get you through this tough time, right? Is that the case?
It's part of it. Like, man, when I was in there and God told me to write that book, I said, I don't know what I'm gonna write. I wrote the poems first.
Okay.
It filled in the book.
Okay. Okay.
Man, I was just like, see, when I'm going to jail, and even when I got a release, that's what I was doing. I said, God, I don't know how to write the book, but I know how to write poems. My mama write poems. I rap. Rap is just poetry with music. I love writing poems. I wrote all the poems and dated them. And so I went back and filled in what made me write each poem. And so that's how the whole book came out in chronological order. Well, the goal that I personally have, not what God has planned for this, my personal goal, the structure that I wrote the poems, I named it, I created it, it's called it apostolic.
Okay.
It's 12 lines, 3 stanzas. I'm giving holy numbers here. 12 lines, 3 stanzas, 4 lines apiece. Every poem is written the same way. I want my form of poetry to become an official literary art form that's studied, because my poems always illustrate either a spiritual or some kind of truth in that structure. And it's powerful. That's how powerful my poems are.
So you did mention that you're also a rapper. How can people get in contact with you and learn more about not just your books, but your rapping? Tell people how they can get in contact with you.
All in one at the Hustle Heavenly website, www.hustleheavenlyinc.com. And you're just going to get a preview and a glimpse. That's what I get. But I have so much in store. I'm doing a gospel gangster grills with DJ Drama. I got a project called Sting that's coming out. That's all I'm gonna say. But everything's there. And once you go to that website, the website will keep getting updated with new works, new things. But I just want to revolutionize and let you know it's another way to hustle. And you can have heaven on earth while you live. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done where on earth as it is in heaven. And that's what this is about. I'm gonna hustle heavenly, and I'm gonna just show you, because I'm live on the journey. I'm still fighting. Okay. I'm still fighting, and I'm gonna use this, what God told me to do, to build to uplift the kingdom around me in my domain. That's what I'm gonna do.
Awesome, man. I appreciate you being on the show. Everybody, please watch, like, share this video. Let's get the word out about Hustle Heavenly, about Tequan Daly, about There's Power in Pain and Poetry, the book, because there's more to come. And Tequan, man,
it's on audio too. Not to interrupt. It's video on audio, Audible, and on Kindle. Okay, and True Vine. If anybody's trying to write a book, please consider and use True Vine. I mean, proof's in the pudding.
Hey, we can't end no better than that, man. I appreciate you. Have a great day.
All right, thank you.